This is a powerful constellation that I led 2 days ago, and I've just had a bunch of passion around Israel and the Palestinian peoples and Gaza and what is going on. So I wanted to take a look at this through the lens of family constellation work. But I did not want to make this constellation about specifically the situation in Gaza, Israel, Palestinians. I wanted this constellation to be about what is the best way that I can respond? What is the highest vibration way that I can hold this issue beyond just an issue, right? It's a war. It's an attack before that on October 7th. It's talk of potential genocide. So, but how do we use that as a template to look at ourselves? How can I hold the situation in Gaza in myself in the highest vibration way, right? How do I evolve my consciousness beyond victim perpetrator, one side good, one side bad? What can I do? What can I do within myself to be of my highest vibration so that as this situation hopefully ends at some point, whatever, that I am like the brightest light that I can be, right? How can I be the brightest light that I can be? So I set up the constellation, we gathered a group together. We took on these roles. We took on the roles of the Palestinians, Gaza, Israel, the Jewish peoples, and more. And then I set up these rules for, what's our highest vibration response? What do we need to see? Right. So turning this over to the field, to this intelligence, consciousness that we use with constellation work, and letting it or asking it to guide us to ways of being that are of the highest evolution of humanity. It's very clear to me that we will not get to the root of this issue or these issues from this lens of you're the bad one and I'm the good one, or you're the good one and I'm the bad one, right? From a place of blame and perpetration and victimization. It's the Albert Einstein quote, the same level that created the problem is not where we are going to find the solution, right? So this kind of victim perpetrator narrative, we have to rise above that. We have to rise to a higher place. So I hope this constellation demonstrates that. You're gonna watch this constellation. Perhaps you'll feel there's a pretty strong charge in the group about 25 minutes in, and things are getting really tense. Things are getting really tense in the constellation. They're getting really dense. The vibration in the room in the group is sinking lower and lower. And I was still telling him, like, wow, okay, are we going to make it through this? And we had a couple significant shifts about 2/3 of the way through the constellation. Really, it was about heart energy coming in, right? There were kind of two big resource pieces in this constellation. One is the heart coming in, and the second is this idea of the land and reconnecting with the land, reconnecting with the heartbeat of the land. So I even felt it. Like I felt when the heart energy started to open up. And if you're watching this, it's valuable to see if you can feel the field as we're going through this, and then see if you notice yourself if you feel your own heart energy open when we get to that point where heart energy becomes more prevalent in this constellation. Interesting piece around this idea that there's an energetic vortex there, and perhaps this vortex has been corrupted, and that is impacting all of these different religions and peoples that kind of base their home around the Israel and Palestine, Gaza areas, Middle East areas, Jerusalem. So let me know what you think in the comments. Leave your comments there, leave your questions there, leave your thoughts. I'll try to answer all of those. If you get value from this constellation, definitely subscribe or and like the video. It certainly helps other people see it. But if you subscribe, I'm coming out with constellation videos every week or two, maybe every 3 weeks, and you'll be the first to get notifications of new videos are released. So I hope you enjoy this. Leave your comments and thoughts. Would love to hear how this was for you. I wish this video is going to make everybody happy, but to be honest, it's not. This constellation is not going to make everybody happy. There are going to be some people that are angry with the direction that I went. There are going to be people that are happy with the direction I went. So, really honor your own truth. This was a way that I needed to explore. I hope it's of value to as many people as possible. And I send love and blessings. I do want to share my own biases. Some of you have seen my journey. I know Michelle, gosh, you're probably the longest one here out of everybody as far as journeying together. And we've known one another for, gosh, at least 10 years. I've seen the progression that my constellation work has taken. About 5 years ago, some beings claiming to be a low vibration species supposedly showed up in a constellation I was leading. And I didn't know if that was accurate. I didn't know if that was true. I didn't know if that was projection. This idea of entities and attachments and curses and black magic. But I was open, and I was open to trusting the field, that the field wanted me for some reason to look at this. But I went in with a skeptic's mind. I was not sure. And I set up through representation, through a series of constellations, relevant, not intentionally, but relevant to these constellations, this idea of these low vibration beings. And I also set up high vibration helpers. So high vibration helpers, many people use them, Mother Mary, Jesus, Ganesha, so many potentials. And what I have found over these past 5 years of almost 2/3 of my constellations relate to either low vibration beings, curses, entities, attachments, or high vibration beings. I fully believe after 5 years of these constellations, after probably a couple of hundred of them, maybe at least 100, let's say, that these beings are real. And my belief is there are beings that are here to help humanity evolve in our consciousness. And I also believe there are low vibration beings that feed off human negativity, low vibration energies, fear, greed, lust, things like that. If those don't work for you, trust your own truth. Trust your own truth. I was a skeptic. I would not have believed it, except that I've seen it consistently through 5 years of constellations at this point. So I fully believe now. With that said, and the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because this is a field with, I would suggest, a lot of darkness involved. A lot of darkness involved. And so we really need to set this field up safely. Now, I've already called in guides, helpers, and set a space up before we even started. I did that through our meditation with all of you. And I'm also going to do it more fully by inviting in a couple of these beings through representations to be in the field with us. And we'll also probably need to see some low vibration energies also. So that is a bias of mine. That's a belief of mine. It may not be your belief. If the reps come in, they resonate for you, great. If it doesn't resonate for you, trust your truth. But I do want to share that I have that bias. And also, I have opinions. I have opinions about what's going on in the Middle East. And I want to rise above that because I don't think the solution is there. And I don't think the solution for me is there either. Right? What do I need to see? What do I need to learn? So I just want to share that as something that some of you may not have experienced before in a constellation, a typical family constellation. Certainly my first 9 years, I did not work in these realms, this more of a multi-dimensional perspective. But as a soul, I'm very much guided to go in this direction now, which you can call them perhaps multi-dimensional constellations, but it's looking at us more as perhaps even galactic cosmic beings having a human lifetime. And where's the trauma there? Where's the growth there? Where's the evolution there? Trauma level is super valid. Psychological level is incredibly important. You can't just spiritually bypass and go to this cosmic spiritual level. You have to deal with the human trauma level first. But those aren't necessarily the people that I'm drawn to working with so much anymore. I'm more wanting to work with beings, humans who want to evolve their consciousness and have done a lot of trauma work. I've already done a lot of trauma work. So all that said, sort of an intro to how the field will look when we set it up. Lucy, can you represent my cosmic, excuse me, got two Lucys. Lucy J, can you represent my cosmic and galactic helpers? Silver, angels of all living realms. So it's a teaching of those many constellators on here. Whenever I work with these, again, these low vibration concepts, I always bring in more light reps than the dark. Michael, can you come in as a frequency stabilizer? Michael, I want you to kind of be a conduit to whatever energies are being willing to be released that can go down into the earth realm, to Mother Earth. So sort of anchoring your energy, Michael, into Mother Earth and allowing whatever frequencies, energies are ready to be released downwards into Mother Earth. Does that make sense? Thank you, Michael. And thank you again. Yeah, those of you who worked with me before, you know I like the names change. It does help me out. Pinar, let's give a place to the Jewish peoples. Lucy, let's give a place to the Palestinians, Palestinian peoples. Michelle, Michelle Blechner, can you represent Israel? And a big energy like that, and for all of us, I'm going to suggest not taking some of these roles on 100%. Not taking perhaps the Jewish peoples, the Palestinian peoples, and Israel on 100%. Maybe 50%, maybe 70%. We can still get the wisdom, guidance, and information that we need. But giving these places and peoples a place. Joaria. I apologize for any mispronunciation. Can you represent Gaza? So let's give a space to Gaza. Uh, Devi, can you represent Benjamin Netanyahu? Let's see, because I trust that you can represent him neutrally. That's why I'm asking you. We'll see what shows up. Okay, so the reps that are in the field, just standing and finding your place, noticing what shows up in your body, trusting what comes up, welcoming it. Again, we don't have to hold it at 100%. Can hold it at 50%, 75%, whatever feels appropriate. What, what, Debbie? Benjamin Netanyahu? Uh-huh. Yep, that looks good. Thank you. Michelle Fisher, can you represent what we need to see? What we need to see.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Change your name, please.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Eddie, can you come in as our highest vibration response? Thank you, V. Got it? Kim, can you represent seeds of light? Seeds of light. And the premise with that role is that in every trauma and tragedy, there's a potential for light to be born. Katerina, can you give a place to Hamas? We'll give them a place. I don't know this is necessarily about Hamas. Israel is attacking a lot of places right now. So Iran, Hamas, Lebanon, there's a lot of people that don't like Israel, and unfortunately, a lot of countries that Israel is having to deal with. I'll just put it that way. There's no good way to put it, whatever's going on.
So should I say Hamas or?
Yeah, just come into Hamas
Okay.
and give them a place. Yeah, no, Valentin, I'm not gonna, there's a limit to how complicated this can be before it becomes overwhelming. So I have to keep it smaller, unfortunately. I've certainly thought about it. I've certainly thought about America. And I know that from comments I've already gotten about marketing this event, that not everybody is going to be happy with what I do or what I choose. A lot of people need it a certain way. for their own beliefs. But I'm not trying to do it to resolve this situation. I'm trying to do this so that you and I can see what we need to see for our highest evolution. Okay, if you are not in a role, I'm going to ask you to turn off your camera for now. If you're not in a role, I'm going to ask you to turn off your camera for now. And if you are not in a role and you are willing to represent, just put a little asterisk by your name. So put an asterisk by your name. That way, when I reach out later for more representatives, I'll be able to, yeah, thank you, Valentina. Yeah, just put a little asterisk by your name and then I'll know you're available for representation. Okay. Ria, can you come in as relevant darkness? Ria, hold it lightly. It's a big energy, obviously, for this place, for these situations, but let's give a place to relevant darkness. The Jewish peoples, what's happening for them?
My energy has been changing with everyone entering the field. When I first entered, I was in the defense mode, like really fist tight, like going into my nails, going into my hand, really, really tight. And then it turned into a fighting mode from defense mode. And when the what we need to see came in, I didn't like it. I don't want people to see what we need to see. So I didn't like that. And my energy, the whole energy shifted when the seeds of love, I can't see it right now.
Seeds of light,
Seeds of light came in. I just relaxed. And then I got into that cleansing mode. Like I'm cleaning sacral chakra area. So that's what tapped me into doing. So that's where I'm at now.
Great. Thank you so much for bringing them in for us. The Palestinian peoples.
I wanted to face north. That was the first thing. I feel very male. My feet are planted quite far apart, and at the same time, I feel like I have to lean forward all the time. Feels like there's a lot of empty space behind me, and like the previous speaker, each person you named, each faction you named, I had a response. I had a reaction to Netanyahu, Hamas, a real sort of feeling of being pushed, but from the front, just a real kind of response. And I noticed I have a cushion on a chair across from me, and it's got lots of words. It's got love written all over it, but it's upside down. And I was looking and thinking, what is that? And then I realized what the word was.
Say that last sentence again, please.
There's a cushion just across from me when I face north, and I couldn't figure out what the wording was on it. And the word is love in lots of different scripts, but it's upside down, which is why I couldn't read it. I couldn't figure out what it was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in the north.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing them in. Let's check with Israel.
From the beginning, I felt that I could not open my eyes. I felt that I was shaking for a while. This has stopped eventually. It's interesting because what I feel on top here, and In front of me are the Jewish people, the relevant darkness, and the angels of loving realms. This is how my triad is in front of me. And I feel that I have to really concentrate on that. The darkness and the angel of light. Person that I see on my left, at the extreme left, is Benjamin Netanyahu, and I feel is like completely closed up, and it doesn't make me feel comfortable. Okay. So what I really feel the most attracted the angels of loving realms. And other than that, I feel that I have to stand up for who I am and just be strong and still.
Great. Thank you for Israel. Gaza, what shows up there?
When I entered the representation, I felt a strong sensation in my heart center. And I kept repeating, I am love, I give love, I come from love. And my daughter started playing, we are a part of a rhythm nation. Like I want to receive and give love. And when someone mentioned seeing love upside down, and I'm like, yeah, like I want to be appreciated for giving my love. Like you're just looking at it wrong. Like I'm just here to give love and be a part of the rhythm.
Thank you. Thank you. Hamas.
Before you called me into the role, I felt a huge stiffness in my neck at the base of my skull, like really, really like a cramp. So I couldn't look on the left at all. So it hold my head like in a right side, like to pull me in a right direction. So I couldn't hold the balance, like looking straight. And when I entered the role, that that feeling just intensified, like I'm holding my own head supporting my head with my hands. I'm constantly looking down and I'm feeling like something from above, like some kind of force is forcing my head to the ground. In my body, I feel like huge frustration and like I want to do something from out of my frustration, out of my despair. And I don't know what to do, and I feel really desperate, and like I would do anything just to get out of this kind of feeling and discomfort that I'm feeling. And I feel that Israel rep is fake, and whatever she is saying, like it's not true, it's not valid. That's me for now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Benjamin Netanyahu, and then what we need to see.
My cat was sitting on me and bringing in the most love imaginable before you gave me the role. And the moment you gave me the role, she leapt up and tore out of the house. I'm very annoyed. What are you doing here? I'm the one in control. I don't like to see Hamas with a voice. Yeah, what the heck's going on here?
Thank you. Thank you. Michelle, what we need to see.
Okay. So first of all, the Jewish peoples, I'm very irritated with you. I'm feeling that what you need to see, you are unwilling to look at. And until you knock down some of the blocks in front of you, it's fruitless for me to even enlighten you with what you need to see, because I don't think you're ready to see it. the Palestinian people. You were facing sideways the entire way you were talking. And I was so frustrated. You need to look at the camera. We need to see you. We need to see your face. We need to see your eyes. We need to see all of your emotions and everything you've gone through. And it was so frustrating for me to only see your side view. You did figure out what love said, even though it was scattered in the beginning. You did figure it out. And so that's what you need to see, is that, yeah, it was scrambled, it was upside down or whatever, and you worked through that and you saw that it said love. And I have a very strong feeling of wanting you to see you need to see that love, not all spread apart and upside down, but perfectly assembled within your tribes, within your people, within your culture and your history. And you need to see the rebuilding. You need to envision the rebuilding.
Thank you.
Israel, I feel very sad when I hear you speak. You need to see your lack of passion. You need to see the lack of fecundness and fecundity in your dirt. It's dry and it's jaded.
Tika,
Gaza.
Go ahead, Michelle, one more.
Gaza, just one more, just Gaza. And I just wanted to say, I want you to see your buildings again. You're sitting in ashes, and I see that, and you see that. But what you need to see is what it will be again, and how many times this very earth has been rebuilt. And it's time to rebuild it again. And Hamas, you can't look at your left, because you don't want to see what is left after you go through and do what you need to do right now. And you need to look over your left shoulder, and you need to look down at the ruins and the people and the disconnection and the destruction, and not from a judgmental point of view, but from a practical living as a human point of view in a community, to take some responsibility for breaking down instead of building up. And that's what I'm seeing right now in terms of
Thank you.
what we need to see.
I'm going to have you change your role slightly. I'm going to have you take maybe 3 steps back, and I want you to step into a slightly different role of what our group needs to see. So I want to clarify that role a little bit.
Okay.
So just take 3 steps back and just see what Gaza wants everyone to stop and breathe.
Yeah.
And maybe even those on the outside of the circle that are watching, observing, can hold the light in their heart and their breath as we are opening this field, which has a lot of charged energies in it. Relevant darkness, go ahead.
Like, as soon as I was given the representation, there was a tendency to look away from the screen and to hide, because people will figure out my place in this conflict, the place of the darkness in this conflict. Also, there is a pull towards Gaza. Like, it's like I want to suck in blood, something from Gaza.
Okay, stay with that. Thank you. Angels of all loving realms. And Lynn, I saw your message. I will try to do my best, although I think it's impossible to make everybody happy, honestly, in this constellation. Angels, but I'll try.
I didn't have my hand up. I just put one down, but I'll check in. When I came in, I was holding a field of love, light, and balance. But as the constellation's progressing, it feels like the field is getting narrower, like smaller and
Mhm.
denser. It's like the air is getting denser and more concentrated.
Thank you. Daniela, did you see that role I gave you by email?
Yes, I just saw it now,
Good.
but I'm still moving. I'm not so sure if I can be of real help, or
Practice.
maybe action or something that can help you. I'm moving in the city. I'm not yet arrived in a place.
Yeah, just trust it and just stay with it and just follow it. I'll have your screen off, but just hold that for us.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at people
And how
that
should I name it?
you don't even have to change your name, just hold that for us.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm checking in around something. Hold on just a second. Stephanie, can you represent the charge that's in our group? So our field is very charged. And change your name, Stephanie, thank you. Mary, can you bring in Divine Mother?
Yes.
Thank you. So I want to lighten the frequency, never working with a charged, intense situation like this. And then for my energy stabilizer, yeah, just any energies that can be transmuted down into the earth to release. I'm going to continue with some check-ins. Jack's Cosmic Helpers.
First of all, we're very happy that you have created this event. It's something that needed to be looked at from this perspective. And I was feeling, and you've already picked up on that, this is a very charged subject. There is a lot of strong emotion here around it. So it's going to be one of your most challenging constellations. There's also a lot of deception going on from both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for them for naming that. If they ever get a strong hit around something that feels deceptive, just raise your hand and have those beings that are there with you let us know.
Okay, the strongest one I had so far is Gaza.
Uh-huh. Yeah, something was interesting there for sure.
Yeah, and Israel.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's what we have to watch for when we're working with fields with darkness involved. It's very common. It's very common. Seeds of light, what shows up there?
I'm very small. I needed to actually just switch the light off in the room and just allow little pinpricks of light. There are certain voices that come through that really resonate. Like I get goosebumps when they talk. But I feel at this stage this literally just seeds of light. And I'm also linked to truth. So I feel like the more truth comes into the field, the bigger the light will get.
Great. Yeah, just illustrate that in some way as we move forward. Thank you for that. Our higher vibration response.
So when I got a role, I started feeling a lot of vibrations. In some point, I was like just moving left and right without stopping. It stopped when Gaza started talking. And then when what our group needs to see. In the middle of her sharing, I start moving back this way. It feels a lot of unclarity of what is here, and it feels like a lot of people are charged with their own opinions, and we need to hold the space rather than bring up our own opinions here. That's how I feel.
Thank you. Anytime our higher vibration response, anytime you have something strong, I want you to raise your hand. You're kind of a pivotal piece for all of us to see, and just plant this for everyone, what it is perhaps that we are willing and able to let go of at this time, to see things from new eyes, and not to marginalize anybody's beliefs or views, but really to soulfully raise the vibration of humanity. All right. Divine Mother, what shows up there, and then the charge in the group.
So far, I feel I'm looking down at what's happening, just being a force for good, but not getting directly involved, but being so available. And I'm very aware that the masculine is dominating, but not, I don't have charge around that, but I'm very aware of that and just wanting to be 100% presence to get the balance and get some female energy in there. So I'm so available.
Yeah, just name for us the truth of that vibrationally. You need this balance, or we need this balance, whatever the words are that feel true. Thank you. Charge in the group.
Yeah, before you gave me the role, I felt really cold, and so I grabbed a shawl, and really sad as well. Like a very heavy head and sad. But as you gave me the role, this is shifted. I still need the shawl. I feel comfortable like this, but I feel very solid. I don't know if that makes sense. My body feels very very dense and solid. And I have a need to keep my hands together, pressed together quite strongly. And my heart area feels very, very, very heavy. And there is some kind of a buzz going through my hands and arms. And I don't really feel them in my upper arms. And then it goes up to my neck and to my eyes, like a buzzing sensation.
Great. Thank you. Energy stabilizer. What shows up there, Michael, for that role? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I want to get there, but I want to get my other first check-ins in, please. Energy stabilizer, go ahead.
As I stepped into the role of energy stabilizer, I became aware that my entire focus was on the energy within my space and within my being. And I'm not really aware of all of the various representatives' commentary and or representation, but I am aware of the role that I'm in, and I feel balanced. I feel support from my back. I look to my left, and I'm now not feeling as much resistance. I look to my right, and my right feels comfortable also. Looking forward, I feel that's my direction. And in that direction, I feel peace. And thank you for asking for some direction as to what to do with the negative energy. And that's what I'm working on.
Great. Yeah, thank you for that energy that's there. Okay, I think we've checked in with everyone. Gaza, do you have something that needs to be shared?
Yes, and I was writing in the chat because I've had my hand up and no one paying attention to me. And I feel I am connected to the earth. I feel I'm the earth, not the people of Gaza, but the earth of Gaza. And when Relevant Darkness was talking, I just had to smile because it's like they can't get rid of me. You want me to bleed, but then the blood will be absorbed by the land and the information will always be there. We will always be there. You can't get rid of us. The more we bleed, the more we would know what happened here. And I need everyone to see that. And I want everyone just like to sit and breathe and feel me. Because the world needs to feel me. What happens here is because of all of you. And if y'all don't deal with it, the people will perish. And I need you to see me.
Try these words for that one if it feels true. This is a wake up for everybody.
This is a wake up for everybody. And I can't stop. I wanna dance, and like we all need to remember and feel. Like no one's feeling. Like get into your body, feel the rhythm of the world, of the earth, of the people.
Thank you for that. I don't know what we have there, but I think it's a helpful energy that's coming through there. Cosmic helpers, go ahead.
Yeah, before Gaza spoke, I'm having a strong feeling that there is something that's not something that's behind all of this, something or someone that's behind all of this that's not being seen yet. But it's driving all of this. And when Gaza spoke just now and she clarified her position as the land, that a lot of resonance there. That feels more like the truth rather than 1,000 people. But yeah, very strongly, there's something behind all of this which is not yet in the field, or it's not being seen by the field yet, but it is here.
Let's try it. Allison, can you bring in what's behind all of this that's not being seen yet? Let's see if we gain something. Who needs to speak that's in the field? Palestinian peoples, please, and Israel.
As Gaza spoke, I felt myself come fully into my body, and I could look at the screen. And I'm feeling very sad now in my heart and in my heart space. But I feel like I'm fully here.
Thank you for them. Who else needs to speak? Our higher vibration response and then Divine Mother.
I still experience a lot of opinions and judgment in the field, and I want to encourage us to be a container and come from a place of love and not from judgment. And this chatter, I think it's deriving us from what we're doing here. It's not good what's going on in the chat.
Thank you. So just note higher vibration response, the feeling there of my words. Can we just be in a space of love? And even though it may be difficult, but perhaps lovingly let go of even 1% judgment, one tiny little bit of judgment about what we believe in the scenarios. Bigger than us. There's bigger dances that are going on here than our little human stories. Divine Mother, go ahead, and then the charge in the group.
So I moved from being basically passively very available to, there's some action now where I'm initiating more contact. I don't know what triggered it, but yeah, it went from passive to active.
Great. Thank you. Just a name for everyone too, people watching on the outside, we will debrief this constellation and we'll have time for questions and answers. The charge in the group.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it started when Gaza spoke, or I don't know who spoke after, I can't remember, but what's coming through, I feel nauseous, as if I'm going to throw up or something, and I feel like the divide is strengthening rather than, yeah, the divide is strengthening, and that makes me feel very nauseous.
Thank you for naming that, and just say that again for all of us. The divide here is increasing. If it's true. Stephanie, if you can say that, if it's true.
Oh, sorry. If it's true.
No, the divide here is increasing.
Oh, yes, the divide here is increasing. I feel it really strongly in my body.
Let's just give that a place. This is really hard to look at. So let's lovingly, as much as we can, give that a place. It's welcome here. This is hard. Thank you all for holding it and looking at it. Who needs to speak? Jewish people. And Jewish people could be people of Israel, could be Jewish people. It's been named. I don't know. I'm trusting the field shows us the aspects of the Jewish peoples that need to be seen.
Yeah, I think I was put to some prayer pose. I don't know much about Jewish religion, but I was doing this. And when Mother Mary came in, I don't like that. I don't like it. Whenever she speaks, I have to turn around. And Israel is this little baby we're holding on to, like we need to take care of it like a little baby. I couldn't find Palestine on this whole screen. I looked and looked, it's not there for me. Palestinian peoples. And Netanyahu gives us the power of some kind of feeling of arrogance. I'm better than you. And then I really liked it when you change what we need to see to what our group needs to see. I relaxed there. Okay. Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
and
that.
then I have connection to relevant darkness, this energy flowing towards my right to my right side.
Thank you. What's behind this that we haven't seen yet? What shows up there?
I'm a curse on the land.
I'm a curse on the land. Great. Stay with that. Hold that lightly. Anytime people have dark, low vibration rolls, what I ask is that you have your protectors with you and your personal protectors, and maybe only take it 50%, take it on 50%. So give it a place, but not needing to fully embody it. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. There's a curse on the land. Interesting. No. I always take things I hear and then I see if it plays out in the field and see what shows up. Who needs to speak? Let's check with Benjamin Netanyahu and then Gaza and then Israel.
I'm
Benjamin,
not about this.
you're what?
I'm not happy about this. I've got a huge tension in my body. I'm getting my defenses ready.
Anything in particular you're not happy about?
Well, you assume to take this out of my control by investigating what we're doing.
Yeah, strong sense of control there, I feel. Thank you for sharing what's going on for him. Israel, you had something?
Yes. Things have changed on my screen, of course, many times, but I feel good right now because on my right there is the energy stabilizer, and my body is more relaxed. I was very stiff for a long time, and also it felt more comfortable. I had the Jewish people in front of me from the beginning, but now I can see them. I could not see them, and they are less disturbed. There is less movement there. Okay. Um, I see Netanyahu still kind of threatening a little bit, which makes me uncomfortable. And what is important, the most important for me, is the alignment between Israel, the Jewish people, and the seeds of light. Everything is coming in like a column for me, and that makes me feel good. And also because the higher vibration response has found some kind of peace, which at the beginning was a little disturbing because I felt that there was no possibility of higher vibration in the field.
Thank you for Israel.
Thank you.
Seeds of light, can you speak into the field if it's true for you? There are seeds of light here, if it's true.
Yeah, there are seeds of light here, and the light is also in the dance.
Thank you. Let's go to Gaza, had her hand up, and then Divine Mother, and then Hamas.
Yeah, when someone said there's a curse on the land, I had to laugh at that. I'm like, who said that? That's who was holding that? Only if you want to hold it. Only if you want to hold it. I am infinite. I name me whatever you want to name me. Israel, Gaza, I exist. I will always exist. And like I'm looking at the Jewish people, and I'm like, you're so stiff. You forgot to move. You forgot to be with the land. You're holding on to these names and these curses and these things, and you forgot to just breathe with me.
Jewish people, any impact as you?
Yes, it feels like we cannot put our guard down. We have to be guarded
You're gonna die that way.
if we have to.
I will be here.
Hard truths for everybody, right in that statement. Divine Mother, yes. And then Hamas, and then what is behind that we haven't seen, and then what our group needs to see. Divine Mother.
I'm feeling the absence of the divine masculine, and I'm starting to falter. I'm starting to get weak.
Yeah, so divine masculine is so needed. Divine masculine in these situations. Thank you. I think we're at Hamas next, or what our group needs to see next. Let's do what our group needs to see next, then Hamas, and then what is behind.
So, so after when Gaza was speaking, the land is cursed to divide people because it's a very powerful place or energy center on Earth. That's what came.
Great, thank you for that. What our group needs to see, and then Hamas.
What our group needs to see is that if you change your screen to gallery, I don't know how many of you have your screen on gallery, but I do right now. If you do, you will see what our group needs to see, that we are all these little tiles that have our own colors and our own personalities, and our higher vibration response hit on exactly what we needed to see when he brought up the larger idea and feeling of love. We are still little tiny egocentric silos that are consumed with our story, our plight, our victimization, and we are not seeing what we need to see is what binds us together, the love and the commonality, and how similar we all really are. And I really want to give a voice to relevant darkness with an emphasis on the word relevant. It's not just darkness for the sake of darkness, but the darkness that moves us, and that is our shadows that are part of what we're all hiding right now in our dissertations and proclamations about who we are and what we represent in our largesse individually. The seeds of light and the relevant darkness, I feel, are the two areas that we all need to look at right now as a group and find the commonality. Go ahead. Yeah.
Speak vibrationally into the field, the truth that this is so much bigger than our little individual stories.
This is so much bigger than our individual stories.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Yeah. Danielle, Elena, second that. Yeah. Hamas, please.
When you brought in few of the high vibrational characters in, I felt much relieved and much calmed and present in my body, and I don't roam all around the place anymore, but I'm in a pose like I'm gonna take a bow and an arrow, that kind of stuff. But there is something with that land, with that ground. Those seeds of light are on the ground. Something resonates with that. I'm not sure about the curse and stuff, but it resonates. Maybe we should put someone with the ground or something into the constellation.
Like
Because it resonates really strong.
Like the earth or something?
Maybe the land itself. I'm not sure.
I don't think it will.
Well, I feel part of that. I feel that I am just energy that wants to be moved, and it's up to the people to decide how I'm being moved. I'm just here to serve, to give the energy. And when you say that it's beyond me, this is bigger than me, each individual person, I'm like, that's not true. That fear, that those low vibrations that each one of you hold is what's feeding this curse. It's not above any one of you. Each one of you release that, and then there is no curse. This is what you are holding, thinking that it's above you. It's not above you. Each one of you are feeding this curse, so you call.
I want to pause you. Yeah, there's an energy there. I don't know what you're picking up, but it's not totally clean, in my opinion. There's something else going on there. There's something off in what you're picking up. It's welcome. And I know working with low vibration that sometimes we'll get manipulation. Yeah, Daniela, you can bring in the land if you want, Daniela, but also keep the heart. We did Hamas. Let's go to Cosmic Helpers first.
Yeah, I'm feeling that the talk about the land is starting to get to some nitty-gritty stuff here. I don't think curse was the right word, but there is a darkness. There's a lot of darkness, and it feels like it is the land. It's something within the land, and it's been there for, it's ancient. It's ancient, and whatever's playing out now is just another reenactment of whatever it is that's within the land that is causing some destabilization, disharmony, and is resulting in this conflict. But the fact that it's now engulfing the whole world because of media and the energies of the collective, it's crucial it's a crucial time, because before it was localized and the rest of the world didn't really hear about it, but now the human collective is involved.
Thank you. Ankita, can you represent the land? Let's just see what shows up. We've got about 15 more minutes. So again, this is not, we can't, you and I, we can't resolve this. But what we can do is take a heartfelt look at it and see what lands for our souls. So hopefully we get that vision. Let's go higher vibration response first and then relevant darkness.
I think that people need to unite around what unites them rather than look for what divides them. And if it won't be done, they're going to be some kind of a disaster that will force them to unite around surviving, like COVID or stuff like that. So people need to keep in mind that they need to get their stuff together and start moving towards a solution.
Thank you for that. Relevant darkness, and then the charge in the group.
I felt like how stupid these people are. I mean, how their thinking is. They think that they are divided and different and unique, which is not true. They're all the same, but with different faces. Till they understand that truth, the darkness exists. That's what I was getting.
Great. Thank you for holding that role for us. Charge in the group, go ahead.
Yeah, did I hear right that someone represents heart?
Yeah, she is not Danielle and Lena holding that for us.
Yes, it's me.
Yeah, could you? It needs to come in stronger. Maybe you change your name, or I feel that's what's. I feel everything is held in the head.
Jack, can you help me? And in 3 minutes, I will be stabilized in a place. But can you help me with a name?
I feel everything is held in the head, and in the last round of talks, I've had really strong pain in my jaws and my ears and under the bones under the eyes. And there's too much. It's too much in the head. I feel a need for things to go in the heart in this role. I don't know if I'm expressing myself correctly, but
Everybody
yes.
take that in. That's shown up multiple times in these more spiritual constellations that I've led recently, this idea of our heart brain and not our head brain. It's shown up in different fields with different people, but it keeps coming up. So there's something there. So, are you and I willing to open to our heart brain? And it's so tempting to get tied into these stories. I'm certainly guilty of it. Yeah. So I renamed with the land that came in. I renamed that. I just saw a hand up. We have about 10 more minutes. What our group needs to see. Thank you, Gaza.
I'm feeling like I evolved to what our group needs to feel.
Good. Change your name.
Thank you.
So let's take that in. Guidance from the field as we do the work. What a group needs to feel. Thank you. Who needs to speak?
When they mention a darkness in the land, I'm feeling drained and pulled down. Like maybe there is something to charge or direct my energy, because that's not my natural state. This is not my natural state.
I'm going to have you follow a movement. So if we're in a physical space, I want you to actually go to the floor, and I want you to allow that energy, whatever energy that you've been holding that may be relevant to that, to flow into Mother Earth. Not in a bad way. She can handle it. She's bigger than us. We just to allow your body to release any energies that may be not of the highest service. And just allow yourself to rest and allow those energies to flow down. And Michael, as our energy stabilizer, perhaps can support releasing anything that's soulfully can be released there. Hamas, go ahead.
I have the same need of sitting down and release that energy, whatever it does.
Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Just whatever needs to happen, just allow to flow. Angels, go ahead.
The field is becoming denser and heavier, and denser and heavier. And for a long time, I have not been able to hold balance. When Divine Mother said to bring in the Divine Masculine is needed, that resonated. Could be Divine Father or Divine Masculine. And yeah, there is more balance need. I can't hold balance at all. It's very dense.
Great. Ray, are you able to come in and bring in Divine Masculine energy so we can help hold this field a little more vibrationally? Yeah, thank you, Ray. Everybody just, let's honor the truth of how devastating in some way this is. And I think there's truth to what was said, that no matter what is going on in the Middle East, it's all flipping publicized now. And things that, you know, whether it was Genghis Khan, whether it was, you know, Russia under Stalin, all these things happened in darkness. They happened in silence. They happened in, but now these things of human history, these events are happening publicly. What a dramatic change that is. The dramatic shift that is. It's big. Higher vibration response, what's happening? Higher vibration response.
I'm just sitting here like with heavy mind, heavy heart, and I want to see like a resolution. I want to see all of us generating love and winning this conflict and having it become a united place.
Your higher vibration response for that energy, if it feels comfortable, just really drop into the heart space and feel maybe even the pain and the grief of this situation. Let's feel it. Giving it a place. Hold on, Israel. What our group needs to feel. I want to go there first, then Israel, and then Cosmic Helpers.
Okay.
Go ahead, Michelle, you're on.
I'm just feeling compassion. I'm feeling what our group needs to feel. And it's the feelings of others and the experiences of others and how similar they are to ours. And the loss. I feel the devastation so
Yeah,
deeply.
I noticed for the first time I'm feeling heart energy over here. I'll name that. Okay. We've got about 5-10 minutes. I see a bunch of hands. So we'll kind of move towards final shares. Israel, go ahead, and then Cosmic Helpers, Gazma, Benjamin Netanyahu, Jewish peoples.
So when the heart came in, it felt that everything stabilized a little bit. The field was calmer. Then what happened is that I saw, because I did not see it before, but I saw divine masculine, and I felt that maybe the heart and divine masculine gave that release. There's less tension, even so, I mean, as for Israel, I'm talking about, there's less tension with divine masculine and the heart coming into the picture. And so I feel much calmer than at the beginning, but I still feel strong and there into place. Yeah.
Thank you. I notice for me anyway, the field is feeling lighter, not light as in light and fluffy, but light as in there just feels like there's more love in our field now. Let's check and see if that lands. Benjamin Netanyahu, and I'm saying his name really wrong, so apologies for that. You had your hand up for him. Go ahead.
It takes a huge strain on my body to hold this ancient conflict under control. I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack soon.
Thank you for holding him. Cosmic Helpers, go ahead.
So on my screen, the bottom three tiles are what is behind this divine masculine and the heart. It's interesting that what's behind this is just simply a window.
Light
a
in
window
the darkness.
within the darkness. Yeah, and it's a window. And that when heart came in and you were speaking into the field about that this is now got the world's attention because of the media. We are all involved. All of humanity is involved in this, and maybe the opportunity, the window in this is the heart, and we have divine masculine there too. I'm getting the shivers.
With that like heart-colored door.
Yes, door.
I will check in with divine masculine in the heart also before we close. Thank you, Cosmic Helpers. Gaza, what's happening there? What's evolved there?
When I sat down, I was trying to release, like, my left side is numb, and I keep looking at the Palestinian people, like, not paying attention. You forgot. You're not moving with me. Like, I'm looking for the people to move with me, and Palestinian people looks like they're disinterested, or I don't know, in despair, but like I need some movement, and no one's moving. And just like to remember that this is not above anybody, it's not bigger than anybody, it's just, I'm drawn to the heart, to remember the heart, and to remember the land, and to remember the movement. Like I need movement from the people.
Great. Thank you for that energy. High vibration response.
Something shifted in my energy. I feel lighter. I feel hopeful. I feel it's going to the right direction. I just want everyone to hold the hands together and just generate more love, because I feel it's already there, and we are going to the right direction, and it's going to be resolved.
Thank you for that guidance, Hamas.
I was sitting on the ground, and I was leaning on my hands. I felt totally devastated by the low energy that was consuming me. And for a few moments, I was totally paralyzed, like I couldn't move. And then when Israel was talking about the heart, that was the first time that caught something my attention to like I felt some kind of intention to move. And I felt like a pulsation in both of my palms, like a heart pulsation. And now that gave me the strength to look up, There is something with that heart that moves, like, because so far I haven't felt it in the field, like.
Thank you for them, for that group. Divine Mother.
Since Divine Masculine came in, I have my energy back. I was almost completely depleted before that. And I can stand and I can move again. And it felt like a really close call. So I'm feeling gratitude.
Thank you. Divine Masculine, what shows up there, the heart, and then the charge in the group. Again, we're moving towards closure, so just be a couple more check-ins. I also want to check in with the land when I never checked in with her when she was on the screen, but I'll get back to her. Divine Masculine.
There's something about just having a sense that somehow it's just I've got the capacity to kind of hold all of these kind of elements, and whether they kind of polarize or whatever, it's just like there's this kind of capacity just to hold it in a way, as opposed to being provided, that somehow we all kind of, you can hold the complexity.
Try these words for the Divine Masculine. I bring this gift.
I bring this gift of non-judgment.
Thank you for holding that frequency for us. The heart.
I was truly resonating with high vibration response and with the cosmic helpers and with Gaza. And I can see everyone. I arrived home, the heart arrived home, and there was something coming to me like we are called to beat, to feel our heartbeat in the same pace with the heart of the earth or something like this. I don't know how to make it. And to unite and to see the humanity in all of us. This is the direction.
Thank you, Adele. Yeah, thank you, Heart. Charge in the group.
Yeah, my body feels much lighter than before, much lighter than at the beginning of my role. But I feel extremely tired and I can't stop yawning. So I feel like there's a lot of energy being discharged. My head is also better, but there seems to be like a blockage or something on the left side of my face and my throat, my neck or something. Like if I'm plugged with mucus or a tumor or something on the left side.
Thank you. Okay, are there, the land, do you want to share anything that showed up in that role? I know you're not on the screen anymore. No, okay. So one or two final shares. Yeah, Pinar, go ahead for the Jewish peoples.
I'm looking at the screen, what's behind this that we haven't seen yet. I don't think we have seen that yet. And all of the talks going on sounding to me like blah, blah. I'm not getting any of the love connection. I'm not getting any of those. And anything out of my religion, I'm not taking that. It's not acceptable. And yeah, so as the Jewish people, when that happened to us in 1940s, when the Nazis did that to us, nobody was looking. We weren't seen, we weren't heard. And we want it to be the same way that now. We don't want anybody to see. We don't want anybody to hear it. We want to do it quietly. We don't want a big deal on it. And I'm looking at Jack, at you, because you're surfacing things. I'm like, we were gonna do it quiet, and now you had to bring this to the field. Like, I'm not liking it. It has to be done very quietly, and just like my people perished in silence, these people would perish in silence too, without getting any help, without getting any sympathy from anyone. So that's where I'm at.
Thank you for them. Yeah, their truth. What is behind? Is there anything else that wants to be said there before we close?
No.
Great. Thank you for holding that energy for us. Anything that has to be said before we close? The heart, final comment?
I just wanted to say that whatever was in the past, it was. Now it's a new world, and whoever is not aligned or connected to the heart will just vanish. I mean, any story that we hold from the back, it's vanishing because the new, the young blood, the young life is coming up. Like, I don't know. It's something like with the heart that you need to stay connected because not any other story that was behind 1 year, 100 years back, bullshit. It's all gone. It's gonna be gone. It will not be something that you can continue or to give energy to. It will be just gone. It will be, it's another dimension now that we are going. We're in a hard space, and whoever is aligned to this, it will flourish.
Thank you. Charge in the group, just a couple of sentences for that one, and then Palestinian peoples, just a couple sentences, and then we're closing.
When Jewish peoples, I don't like feel it's too general. I want to say when Pinar, but I know when Jewish peoples were talking, the pain here was really strong. That's the tumor. Whatever was expressed, that's the tumor. It's unseen, but it's there, very much present.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for holding that, bringing awareness to that. Palestinian peoples, last comment.
When Gaza said the movement and the dance was important, I felt that was right. And it brought an unbearable hollowness where my heart should be. So I am alternating between wanting to fall asleep and feeling the emptiness. I feel like I want to ask for something, but I don't know what it is. I feel it's a begging, like, please give me something, but I don't know.
Thank you for,
Jen?
Yes, what?
It's me, if I can speak before we close.
Yes.
So it's the seeds of light, and I feel very strongly that seeds germinate in the darkness. The light shines the brightest, the darker it is. And all day I've just felt the call of the mycelium network. And just in this session, so often I kind of danced between these two candles. And there's times I thought, sure, I'm going to catch a light. And when I sat down, I had to hold both candles, and I haven't been able to let them go. And there's been times where I thought I'm going to burn, I'm going to burn my hand, and I haven't been able to let go. And so there is something underground, like the mycelium network, that is gripping both candles. And I feel that that's very significant. And the darker it gets, the more the light will shine, and it'll be the light of truth. So that is the gift of darkness. It's going to cause truth to shine more brightly, and we'll see it, recognize it, and know it, and feel it.
Great. Thank you so much. Great words to release on. So, angels, energy stabilizer. Debbie, you can let him go. Angels, cosmic helpers, and Debbie, can you shift to just kind of a shamanic helper? The rest of us are going to let these energies go. We're going to release these roles, but those 4 of you that I just called on, just help us to either send those energies, help us to send this field into the light, or down into the earth, or even into the sun, wherever is best for these energies we've been holding. And so for all of you, sisters and brothers, thank you so much. Thank you, Janet. Thank you for holding these roles. We release back to the spiritual forces, to the universe, I guess, maybe all of these energies we've been holding. We, with gratitude in our hearts for any soul medicine we have received or anything we have possibly seen or learned. So any medicine for our hearts and souls we keep, but everything else, just release it into the field and then into the helpers and the guides, and they will transmute these energies, release these energies for us, either into the earth or wherever they need to go. Yeah, Divine Mother, thank you so much. And just release and just let's I think let's hold a moment while the four helpers are still helping us, but for just maybe 1 minute, those of us that have been roles, those of us watching, check in with your heart and just notice what's true as we have done this piece of work, hopefully for people in general, hopefully for us, for our souls, guidance. Just kind of reconnect this idea of the heart with our group that has souls that have taken on these childhood traumas and learned family constellation work and come together to evolve, even though we get stuck in our ideas. I get stuck in my ideas, but just holding a tiny candle flame for learning something new, something important for our being and soul, a new possibility.